So check it out. I just went into the store, to go buy some lemons, right? And initially, the only thought came to mind was, hey, I think I'm gonna want to make something later, and I might need some lemons, So I walk to the store, I go get some lemons. I walk in, I get my lemons, and let me put it like this in thought, I was thinking just one or two or maybe three lemons, just a few lemons. So that's initially the thought that drove me, right? So I go in there, I buy the lemons, I walk in, and the first thing that I experience is my walking in, is my astral projecting entities, my extra conscience, decides to awaken and start talking, So, it activates whatever negativity is dormant in us, It calls us names, it says whatever, and then it initially wants a response. So, most of us are so used to being conditioned and programmed to meet somebody at the level of energy that they are, So while you're here listening to all these stuff, all these things, these astral projection consciousness, instilling their thought patterns basically and their emotional relevance, to the moment. So they initially, well, I walk in basically, I get a whole bag of lemons, I pay for the lemons, and and right after that, the astral projection is just like, think about it now, right? So I think about it, all right, cool. I bought a bag of lemons. They're like, all right, you didn't want that many lemons. You just wanted 1, 2, 3 lemons, So, and then there's like this all of a sudden this rise up of a regret inside, right? Because initially, too many lemons is something to regret. So, it makes sense. So, I'm here analyzing this, as I just walked in the store. Given that society is controlled environments, that people have already understood how we're magnetic to each other. So initially what I'm reading is the magnetic energy that I'm being sent into a store with, Like I went in just to go get some lemons, But I came out with the energy to make a video, So that tells you a little bit about what kind of, circumstances and atmosphere seems to be being presented to people as opportunities, I mean, I look at it like, think about this. If I wasn't in control and if I wasn't on myself, directing myself, what are the chances, dude, that things could escalate very quickly, not only drawing in things to be, drawn into circumstances that clearly are going to be too erratic, and are not going to actually be asked for any sense, yet everything that's going to happen in the situation might make sense, Let's put it like this, people dying, people being shot, people's heads being cut off, whatever it is, apparently that makes sense, though. But however you look at it, when you stop and actually try to analyze the circumstances, situations, I mean, look at it. I'm just presenting to you guys the facts. I just walked into a store, I just read you my energy. I told you my thoughts of how they were me going in, and yet still here I am, talking to you about what essentially you want me to clarify to you, how it is that people are activated into living bombs, or how the beliefs are created. Or how the energy that we observe can be mistranslated and put into all these words that we just went through right now. I mean, what version sounds better to you guys, What either empowers your government, empowers your darkened worlds that you guys are too afraid to look at, or empowers your future that you'd rather wait to receive, and so not even think of much until you're there, because you're more of the living in the moment kind of being, So again, I mean, this was just a very quick store. I just ran in just to go get some lemons real quick. That was it.